of the Indigenous Academy. It'll be the Bears to kick off first. 7th spot. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 draw in the last 3. Can they get into the top 6 and defeat the Indigenous Academy Roosters? Underway through the boot of McQueenie. The first touch here for the Sydney Roosters. The 14, as we said, Scarlett Hagan getting the start ahead of Marley Cashin. First run there from Tyra Dimmick. They get just shy of the 40. All of a sudden you can see everyone has travelled out to watch this Indigenous Academy Roosters side run about as Jada Durham down the blind, elects to dummy, holds the ball and opens up the score for underway through the boot of McQueenie. The first touch here for the Sydney Roosters. The 14, as we said, Scarlett Hagan getting the start ahead of Marley Cashin. First run there from Tyra Dimmick. They get just shy of the 40. All of a sudden you can see everyone has travelled out to watch this Indigenous Academy Roosters side run about as Jada Durham down the blind, elects to dummy, holds the ball and opens up the score for the Roosters. There was a touch. It was via the hand there of Collins. But the opening try going to Jada Durham and the Indigenous Academy. It was a pretty fitting way for that game to end. A lot of resolve that this North Sydney side has as Emily Marr comes into the game in jersey number 14. Head injury assessment, they'll check out Maori. Hoping for the Bears' sake that she can return, but it will be ball with the Indigenous Academy. Another set on the line of the Bears. This is the run of Liafe. And Liafe getting out of a tackle. First tester there for Ma. Va'atua out for Moore, and Moore will crash over. Great ball from Va'atua. Alani Moore running wide and scoring. Second try of the late morning. Just waiting for the 14 to get into the scrum, and out she comes. Interesting, these scrum formations. Do you have your better defenders out of the scrum? Oh, well, here's one of the better attackers here for the Roosters. Va'atua. She will go all the way, although here comes the chase from McQueenie. Won't have enough speed to get up to Va'atua, who quickly puts it down. And Mia Va'atua scores yet another try on this season on the regional finals rep weekend. I tell you now, I can't think of it right now, but by the end of the broadcast, I'll come back to you with a beautiful cafe right near the Ridges Hotel, right in the heart of Port Macquarie. And that will be the one of only 2 places you need to go all weekend, next weekend. What a run here from Lea Tupe. Putting the Roosters in a commanding position, 35 away from the Bears line. Tonga with it. And Tonga slicing them open through Potter. And Potter trying to weave her magic. Tardy Potter. Well, it started with Tonga and ended up in the hands of Potter, who somehow found her way to the line. Try number 4 here for the Roosters. 6 minutes away from 12 o'clock. They have plenty of points. And it has been ruled backwards. So Tani Potter now looking to counter-attack. Going inside Pelitala. The Chance now for the Roosters to extend their lead. Here is Ongley. Again, they're trying to stack this short side through Tonga. They go away from it again. Hitting and spinning is Saley. There's always a threat. And you keep going right. And that is where they go to with Vatua, who just slices through. Mia Vatua has herself a double. Now 24-0. The Roosters over the Bears. Short of the halfway. Just trying to slow things down at the moment, North Sydney. It's incredibly hard to do when you have an attack of this calibre. Hammond up over halfway. Oh, a lot of weight coming down to the ankle there of Hammond. She will get up and quickly play the ball as quickly as she can with Fui Maono around the ankles. Saley, she'll play it. His outstretched hands there of the Roosters. Chase from Fletcher. From the kicker, McPhail. Bounce that could favour Fletcher. Does favour Fletcher. And Logan Fletcher. Well, a kick is only as good as its chase. And she chased it right until the very end. And gets 4 more points for the Indigenous Academy. Looking to be a part of the Sky Blues, hopefully winning in the under-19s. Vatua plays it. Now heading through herself. Brought down there by Hall. Lani Moore back on the field here for the Roosters. Now heading through Potter, who's brought unstuck by the Bears' defence. And Durham there on her outside. Tonga setting up Ongley here. Holding on at the moment of North Sydney. But it doesn't look good for them. Because here comes Tara Dimmick, who scores underneath the posts. They head into the 30s, something that they've done in every game this season. Three second half tries. Vatua, Fletcher, Dimmick. Just the ones they brought up 50 points this season. It was back in round 3 against the Dragons. But I think the clean sheet, that is what is most impressive, as is the depth of this run. Crashing through, full back to beat. Does so. Incredible job to hold her up. No, she's gotten it down. It was Carroll around the ball, but Hammond, it's another 4-pointer. Good work from Pelitala and Niamata out there on the right for North Sydney. Now Hall has ball in hand and you believe it to go short to try and get the ball back for a side. They will, in fact, go long. Try and force an error through their defence. Dimmick. Running out of acting half is Cashin. Vatua for Moore. Held up by 3 is Moore. And going herself out to her, looking for 3. And we'll get 3. Mia Vatua. A hat-trick of tries for the captain, leading this Indigenous Academy Roosters side to a very, very... Played on the 30, and there is no stopping. They're trying to continue to work hard here, North Sydney. Teamer there on the tackle of Saley. Shy of the halfway line. Cashin for a dart. Cashin through. Support. The referee's gotten in the way. Well, that's interesting. They won't let that faze them, though. Saley Probably would have been another 4-pointer had it not been for Talon Irons getting in the way. Short side they run. A beautiful drawing pass. Heading towards the wing. They will score through Durham. Potter and Durham, the 2 and 5 for the Roosters. It breaks open once again for North Sydney. As the Roosters, they get their 6th try of the crack. This Roosters line. That will definitely help. That is a good defensive effort from Layla Teema. She was trying to toy with them. Was the halfback. And now trying to toy with them. The Roosters in attack. They want 50. They want to make a standpoint. They try to do so through Hopawate. Now skipping inside is Hammond. 15 away. Cashin has really livened up things. And now for Talea Tonga. Tonga puts on the afterburners. Chasing through was McQueenie. But that will be the 50. And that will be a try to Talea Tonga. You don't want to give space to that woman there. She will burn you 10 times out of 10. And Marley Cashin set. I'll find a roll of the dice here for the Roosters. They want 60 if they can help it. Out for Potter. Potter weighs up the options, and that for the first time all afternoon was probably the wrong one. She had Durham for a third. There's still time left in this half, however. Cashin, the Bears' defence is sliding. Can they put away Dimmick? They can. 3 defenders in there to meet her. Trouble signs looming up once again for North Sydney. Now here for Liafe, and Liafe, well, that is probably the first time in her young career she's scored a try in that fashion, using her footwork at the line, beating Collins, and extending this lead further to Indigenous Academy. Teams like the Bulldogs, the Eels, the Tigers, well within reach. Oh, they're going to give Lisa Hopawate the final kick at goal. No, they're not. She takes it off it, as Fletcher says. That's my 2 points. That is my 2 points indeed. But it is 60 points to nothing. The Indigenous Academy. It's been a successful venture down the M1 and on to Aubrey Keach Reserve for them. They will go back home 2 wins better in the column. As for North Sydney, a tough run out here at Aubrey Keach.